What do you think of it?
Oh, splendid. They gave me one in 1942 June, a brand new one the first ones, and I lost it. The old squadron leader said, it's worth £71,000. Look after the bloody thing. And
you lost it?
You know, as if they were going to knock it off my pay as usual.
There he is.
L'avion va faire 2 autres passages au-dessus de la foule. Merci.
Bring back memories?
Yes, it does. Just the sound of them.
It's the sound going over from beyond you, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
When was the last time you heard that?
1944.
44?
Yeah, that was the last time.
40 odd years ago, eh?
40,
it certainly brings back
44 years ago today.
Yeah.
If you fly one of these and then fly a Lincoln, they're as different as chalk and cheese. You know the old Lank, when you put her into the approach?
Yes.
If you trimmed it right, you could sit there with your hands off and she'd go down as though she was on rails. The Lincoln would be all over the way, all over the place.
Oh, yeah, just
Oh yes, yeah, tremendous.
Yeah, you don't see, there's only 2 in the world now, you know, operating, and to get one of those actually going by as they used to, it's quite a thought, isn't it?
Just talking with Grant Graham there, and we're watching it. He said, you know, just both of us were getting a little moist of the eye, you know, watching.
Well, I was shot down, over Germany in 1943, taken prisoner for 2 years. We were taken into the north, and then we came out on that long march ahead of the Russians in 1944. And we were liberated on the 2nd of May, 1945.
Are any of your old captain buddies here from you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, just a lot of them was here.
Can you look back and laugh at it now, or is there...
Well, times, yes.
Times?
Yes, not too much.
Those hardships, there was still some later moments for you?
Oh, yes. That, you know, the old turnip soup was a little rough, but
I guess you don't eat turnip too often anymore.
Well, I'm getting back on them once in a while.
I was an American that came to Canada and joined the Canadian Air Force.
Oh, tell me about it. Why did you decide that?
Well, I got into it before we got into war. I had a pilot's license and I was flying.
What kind of a plane did you use over there?
Well, the last one was a Halifax.
What do you think of the Halifax?
Fine. At least we got 6 out of the 7 crew members. 7 got out. 1 of them happened to be the English wireless operator. He landed in the canal and couldn't swim, so we lost him. And I have 4 of them will be here for the reunion.
I flew those.
So what was so great about the plane?
You didn't get into it, you put it on, and it was part of you. Most beautiful thing that ever lived. If it had cooked, I'd married it.
First taken to Italy because I was taken on Italian soil, and they transferred me to Germany and various camps, and had a rough time and a good time. A rough time. Met a lot of good guys. That's the big thing.
Some of those good guys here with you today?
Oh yeah, there's a bomber guy right behind me from Ottawa.
Yeah.
Ex-sergeant detective in the Ottawa Police Force.
I see. And,
Norton.
Norton. I think he played football.
That's right. There he is there with the beard.
And where's Soggy?
Soggy, come here. I was a small guy in the camp. I used to start the fights and he finished them.
I was one of the large ones.
Yeah, we read some funny stories about you.
I believe that.
Yes. So, Soggy, what was your legacy in the Second World War? How long did you last before they finally got you?
I got in England in April of 42 and got shot down in May of 43. I was around about a year.
So you and Skid spent a few years?
We were in the same camps. Well, he got shot down in Italy, and we ended up in the same camps, yeah. And we're neighbors now, so.
You probably never heard of it. It's called a Hamden. It's a twin-engined, I guess in those days they called it a medium bomber. Didn't carry a hell of a lot, but it was...
The Lancaster was the big brother of the
Oh, it wasn't even invented then.
Halifax. Yeah, the best bomber.
The best bomber? I've heard a lot of that comment today.
Over France, near just south of Calais, near Saint-Omer, which was quite a big German aerodrome, and shortly before that I'd been on an escort. You might have heard of Douglas Bader, the English pilot who had the tin legs, and he was shot down about a couple of months before me, and I was on the escort when we dropped his tin legs on the aerodrome at Saint-Omer. And he was in the hospital, but he'd left when I got there. But most of us who were shot down in Spitfires, you burnt.